You can declare.
I declare the start of the second game of the night. Your game master is Miss Frenchie, Birdie is Miss Carrot. Let's start. Night falls upon the city.
I'm sorry.
Number 1. Thank you, Mafia. Sheriff can wake up and raise the game master. Thank you, Sheriff. Morning to the city. Morning. I wish the best team to win. We will start today's discussion with player number 1, Mr. Fox. You have 1 minute.
My birthday, and I'm Red City. Welcome to the new players. If either of you got Mafia, chill. Don't let the anxiety get to you. So today I didn't get up to all that much. Honestly, this afternoon is probably the most fun thing I've had to do today. I did have a job interview for. A screening interview for a role, but it became apparent very quickly to both me and the person who was interviewing me that I might be overqualified for it. I told them not to block me yet, let me progress. If the hiring manager is interested, let me progress and we can discuss whether or not that role or maybe a different one's better for me. But as someone who's been unemployed for 12 months, I've got to be pretty careful about what I reject or accept. Maybe just what I reject.
10 seconds.
Last game was a bit stressful. Please be a bit open-minded to discussions. And 6, I'm sorry. I will.
Thank you, Mr. Fox. Your minute is over. Player number 2, can I have your nickname?
Bell.
Bell? You have 1 minute.
First off, I trust all of you explicitly. That I don't reckon there is a dark card among any of us. And good luck with the job interview. And I'm definitely a red card. Pass.
Pass. Thank you very much. Let's show some appreciation for Miss Bell. Miss Mamba, your minute.
Thank you, Miss Frenchy. All right, so player number 1, the birthday boy. It was very, very personal. Why? What? Very personal that you share your job situation with us, and we really appreciate. So that was rather nice. However, you mentioned you actually gave some tip for Mafia. For the new guys, you said, oh, if the new guys are Mafia, just don't do this. So it doesn't exactly how red players operate. You know what I mean? A little bit of dark move. So I'm just leaving you in a gray zone so far, just because of this. I'm not playing with you. So player number 2.
10 seconds.
I'm not playing with you just yet, only because you skipped your speech. And because he was trying to buy everyone, it's also quite a dark move.
Thank you, Miss Mamba. Your minute is over. Miss Phoenix, you have 1 minute.
Alright, I got good news. I quit my Mafia job, so I'm just go back to be a normal citizen, that's it. They don't pay well. Okay, never mind. I will have to agree with Mamba, even though I'm not gonna play with you right now. Still in gray area. It's the first day, so it's pretty soon to tell you color, but I do agree that number 1 was quite nervous. Sorry, I do have to say that you say I'm a red city, not red citizen. So that's the only thing that came in my mind. Like, why do you didn't say the whole sentence? But you seem a little bit suspicious on how you go like through your speech. So yeah, check me. Where's the check? But I'm not
10
pretty sure
seconds.
yet. I want to see what happens. Sorry about the last game. Just forget about it. It's a new game, new day, new city. I'll pass. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Phoenix. Miss Reggie, you have 1 minute.
Good morning, everyone. So to answer your question, I just loved how you said birthday boy. You said so like drawn out. You're like birthday boy. I thought that was so funny. Anyway, talking about everyone ahead of me. Sorry, I thought that was so funny. Number 1. Like your speech was quite short and drawn out, and it's great that this is the most exciting part of your day. Awesome. And I'm sad that the rest of your birthday hasn't been as kind to you, but we're glad that you can spend it here. But right now I'm going to keep you in the grey zone. I'm not particularly going to play with you, so I'm just going to leave it there. Number 2, while I like the enthusiasm and I think that you've got a very cheery attitude, I can't play with you either because I agree with what Miss Mamba said about buying people, so I'm going to leave you in the
10
grey zone as
seconds.
well. Miss Mamba, I like what you said, and I like that you picked up what he said about buying people, and even the speech of number 1. Same with number 4. I like that you picked up that he said red city.
Thank you, Miss Reggie. Your minute is over. We keep going with Miss Clue. You have 1 minute.
Alright, I'm going to work backwards this time because I feel like that might actually be easier for me to analyze. Alright, 5, went through everyone pretty good. Stayed on 1 a little bit long, which is, I don't know really how to place that because I don't think you've actually been 1 before. I think you did pretty good, honestly. Once, well, I didn't see you personally as being nervous. Maybe the word pick up is a thing, but being first is always a bit hard. I don't particularly think it's a dark move that you mentioned the whole thing. I'm gonna do something. It's not dark, but if either of you guys are sheriff, just be careful when you reveal. If someone else is sheriff and you are sheriff, they're pretending to be sheriff, maybe don't immediately jump on it. Just sort of feel out how many people are left first. Mamba, I did actually quite like your speech. I did like how you analyze things, though I feel your behavior is slightly
10 seconds.
different than usual, but I'll see. Well, you're definitely playing differently than last game, which is lovely. So currently playing with.
Thank you, Miss Clue. Your minute is over. Mr. Coach, you have 1 minute.
I'm going to leave one in grey. However, I don't think it's fair to say that he's grey because he's giving advice to the new players, because he's also relatively new, and I know that when I was Mafia the first time I was a bit like, oh, mess this up. So I think it's right to say don't be anxious about it, because that's the most stressful part of the game, is easy to be red. Yeah. 2 though, when he did say that, made a bit of a noise, and I was like, oh, that's not really something you do with red, don't believe that. Miss Mamba typically uses logic when she's red, so she's on that path at the moment. However, I think it was weird that she picked on that. Little bit of the fact that he gave some advice. I feel like she would be more supportive if she was not trying to throw shade somewhere. 4, yeah, I don't buy the whole semantics, so he made one little Freudian slip or something, like the word doesn't really make sense to me. 5, I think, is probably pretty red. I still think I actually think you're red. And then 6 is speech. I can't pick it apart because I don't think there was much coherence there. I'm putting 6 in the dark. There's not much coherence in the speech. It was everywhere.
Thank you, Mr. Coach. Your minute is over. Mr. Ross, your minute.
Good morning, everyone. I'm very excited. There's lots of juicy things to get into here. So, first of all, I would like to. I'm not saying I'm playing with Miss Mamba, but you know the chances are she's red, right? Statistically speaking, and I think we can also agree that she is probably she's probably the strongest player on the table. So, for that reason, you know, I would like to stick a little bit closer to Mamba. But but just as you know, you still got to be cautious, right? Because if you get too much, yeah. But anyhow, I don't have much time. 1 and 2, look, it's hard to gauge. Again, because I haven't played with either of them before today. Player number 2, Mr. Bell. Look, you're a bit nervous, but that's really, it could be either side of the fence. I would say that, that Mr. Fox, you did sort of stick on the job interview for a little bit long, and also I have seen that happen before where players have given advice like, Mafia, don't do this, and then they are Mafia themselves. So anyhow,
thank you,
that's my 2
Mr.
cents.
Ross. Your minute is over. Mr. President, your minute.
12 months unemployed. I feel like I'm heading there now. I've been unemployed for 2 months. Probably be unemployed for the next few months, you know, like Christmas break and stuff. But anyway, I believe that you're likely to be Mafia based on your speech and your t-shirt. You've obviously, you know, been in contact with the Mafia in some way. But your speech was quite nervous and suspicious, not your usual speech full of confidence. I feel like number 3 could also be into Mafia because of you picking up on him giving advice to the Mafia player. You're both Mafia. Yeah, and wow, I completely forgot everyone is.
10 seconds.
That's
Thank you, Mr. President. And we will end today's discussion with Mr. Ghost. Your minute.
Hey, so 6 and 7 felt quite genuine. I like that 7 was pointing out like things, didn't say anything too sus. 5 was grey, 4 was dark grey, 3 I'm terrified of, 8 I'm also terrified of, but just in general, you're grey to me at the moment. But you 2 seem red to me. I think he's on the fence as well. You, I think, I don't know, I've never played with anyone before, so you're grey as well. And this guy's a bit sus, grey. Yeah, pass.
Thank you, and we will show you for his first speech in our club. Time to go to sleep. Good night. Sleep well. Under the cover of the night, one individual's Mafia raises their pistols and walks past numbers. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. Thank you, Mafia. Mafia then wakes up and looks for Sherry.
Everything's alright.
Thank you, Mafia Don. Sheriff wakes up and looks for Mafia.
I'm high on believing that you're in love with me.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Let's just
A Everyone, please remain in this position. Player number 9, you were killed. Your best 3 guesses. You can remove your gun.
1, 3, 10.
Wakey wakey! It's a Mickey! Good morning, everyone. Bad news this morning. We have Mafia in the city. And as you might be aware, player number 9 were killed during the night. Player number 9, your last minutes.
I'm not dead yet. I'm just in the hospital for the foreseeable future. But I just remembered also why 3 was suspicious to me. It's because she, like, from the very first round, she was like check 4, and she's been like very insistent on getting 4 checked. But like the game barely even started, like even from the first round. So 10, I don't know. Like I'm not sure about 10. You know, I had to nominate 3 players. Like my first few were 1 and 3. 1, it's just based on his previous speeches. He didn't have a lot of confidence. He seems like he was struggling to find what to say. So that's why I said it. Just based on, you know, my experience playing with him. I mean, it's the first round. There's not like a whole lot of information to go off on.
10 seconds.
Same for number 10. It's just a vibe because like I said it during my speech, I kind of forgot what went on next. So 10. I think 4 is good, but I'm not sure.
Thank you very much. Please now then. And we will start today's discussion with player number 2, your minutes.
Well, as a new Sicilian in Red City, I now realise he's a lot more dangerous than I thought. Never knew number 9 really well, but I'm sure he was a fantastic citizen among all of us. And I'll be honest, I do not know any of my neighbours well. I'll be honest, I do hope you still had a good rest of the birthday, and apparently you're a big shot in this city, I hear. I have no clue what that means, so I'm just gonna pass.
Thank you, Mr. Bell. Miss Mamba, you have 1 minute.
Okay, so 4 and 5 not together. At least not together in a dark team. So if sheriff, so I asked to check 4. If sheriff checked 4 and 4 is dark, sheriff can reveal secretly to me. It's logical, isn't it? If she is red, you can keep it to yourself or reveal to 4. So far, okay, I nominate number 4.
Number 4 accepted.
But because right now you're the most suspicious, so you missed in your speech. You said that number 1 had a short speech. He hasn't. He had full-time speech. At number 4, speech was short, not number 1. Second, you just said something about language. I mean, seriously.
10 seconds.
So this is too small to pick up on the number 1. Number 1 should just go like with whatever he said on the first round anyway.
Thank you, Miss Mamba. Your minute is over. Miss Phoenix, you have 1 minute.
Alright. I'm not gonna nominate yet player number 3. However, it's really weird that you're so against me, so it's a 50 that you're Mafia and you're trying to throw me under the bus. Like that happened before so many times, being you as a Mafia. Just for a typo that I say during my speech, that I will just get that from his speech, that wasn't that serious, and nobody actually else keep going on that specific point, so I don't get why you're getting so much back to that specific thing. It's like I mentioned that and everyone just move on, but alright. If sheriff wants to waste the check with me, do it, but I'm a red citizen, as everyone is aware, I do change, so I'm good. What I can say that I do feel
10 seconds.
Around 1, but I'm not pretty sure that's why I'm not gonna nominate anyone. But you guys nominate. We need a lot of nominations to see how the teams are working here.
Thank you, Miss Phoenix. Your minute is over. Miss Reggie, you have 1 minute.
Good morning, everyone. So what I'll get into is that number 2 speech. Again, while you are a new player, you gave us nothing. Like, while you talked a little bit, yeah, I'm going to nominate number 2.
Accepted.
Just because you did give us nothing. My next nomination will be player number 7, just because I will hear you speak, but something in your speech when you were pointing at other people on the table, it was very, very pointed. It had no logic behind it, and you were talking about other games and stuff like that. It's like, this is a new game. This is the table now. Read people's body languages now, because you thought number 6 was dark. I think number 6 was incredibly red. So her speech has changed, her mannerisms, she's more lively, she's really talking about the game. So right now I would like to play in 3 and 4, both
10
together.
seconds.
I think you guys are definitely leaning more red for me, even though you guys don't want to play on the same team. I still want to play with you two. I'm going to listen to what number 1 has to say, because he's the last to speak, obviously. So we'll just
Thank you, Miss Reggie. Your minute is over. Miss Blue, you have 1 minute.
Alright, 2 things I picked up on. You said my speech has changed, however I was red last time and you're saying I'm red this time, so does that mean I was dark last time and now I'm red and you're saying I'm red? Anyway, that doesn't quite add up to me. Currently not playing with you, more grey on you, just because of that. I do appreciate that you're with me though, because I am a red citizen. Second thing, if you are sheriff and you haven't yet checked number 3, do not reveal that you are sheriff to number 3 if you have... No, even if 4 is bad and you are Mafia. No, if you are Mafia and Sheriff reveals to you, you're then going to kill the Sheriff. No, that doesn't make sense.
It does make sense.
That does not
Warning,
make sense.
Miss Mamba.
I'm nominating 3 because that does not make sense and it feels like a ploy at the newer players. Number 3. Even if 4 was dark, you're set. No, that does not make sense and someone else can... Anyway.
How do we know you're actually good? How do we know you're actually good?
If you are sheriff, newer players, do not reveal unless you know the person you're
Oh,
revealing to.
sorry.
Is...
It's over.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry with all of those warnings. I got very distracted. Very sorry about that. Mr. Coach, you have 1 minute.
I don't quite believe that number 3 is... Maybe I've changed my mind. I don't actually quite believe that she's Mafia. Yeah, but I believe that 4 is red. I find it interesting that number 5's points against me were the points that I made against 6 last time, but directed toward me. She just took exactly what I said about her coherence and pointing, and she's changed it, and now she's trying to turn it against me. I also think that, I've noticed 5 and 6 have not looked at each other or gestured to each other at all for the entire time. And last game they did that. So I feel like they're trying to very look straight, don't give it away. Don't let them know. I'm really sus on 5 and 6. Great, very, very grey on 3. I have no idea about 2. I'm pretty sure 1 is red. Interested to hear what 8 says. And I'm pretty confident that 4 is red, just based on the bad guy.
10 seconds.
I'm going to nominate 5.
5
I don't know how many
accepted.
people will vote, but I'm going to nominate 5. I'm pretty convinced that she's Mafia.
Thank you very much, Mr. Coach. Your minute is over. Mr. Ross, you have 1 minute.
Okay, I'd like to start by nominating player number 1.
Player number 1 accepted.
Just doing this to keep the options open, although as it is now, I'm sticking with number 4 being the more suspicious. But yeah, I'll get to that. But first of all, I want to say why I nominated number 1. Just after the morning notice, whatever, and we got the news that a player's been killed, which is obviously really bad if you're on the red team. He looked pretty happy. You can't judge everything off of looks, but sometimes as well, people go the opposite extreme. They'll try and look really sad as well. They'll be like, "Oh, bummer," and that's a good indicator that they're actually trying to feign sadness, I guess. But that's just one little thing. In terms of speeches, number 2, very difficult to gauge. I don't want to put too much in that basket just yet. 6, your
10
analysis
seconds
is
left.
just very genuine, I find so far. I'm not going to put you in a box it's too early, but the things you've said have made a lot of sense. And number 7, I'm still ready.
Thank you, Mr. Ross. Your minute is over. Mr. Ghost, you have 1 minute.
I'm feeling 7 is the most red at the moment. Because of the way that I agreed with everything that they said, and I was also going to nominate number 5. Because 5 was throwing a lot of shade, but it didn't follow everything that she said, didn't follow as much as I was aware. I'm sus on number 3. She's doing a lot of throwing a lot of shade and doing a lot of gestures, but I'm neutral on that. Number 8, I'm unsure of as well. 2, unsure. 1, unsure. And pass.
Thank you. And we will end today's discussion with play number 1. Mr. Fox, your minute.
So 4 and 6 are both players who this round have kind of swayed me to thinking you're both heavily red. I don't know if you guys are playing together, but while I'm not entirely sure if Mamba's speech about getting the sheriff to speak to her is a Mafia play, I don't think it's good advice, especially with new people at the table, because there's no way of knowing if she genuinely is. I'm not completely suspect of 3 yet, but I know I trust 4 and 6 on that. I'm really torn because I'm getting red vibes from 7 and unclear about 5, but the thing that's throwing me the most is the fact that 10 and 2 are sitting here. I know as new players, but 10 I'm getting a really unsure, dark vibe from. 5 I'm unclear. I've been focusing on 4 and 6. There were people I weren't too sure of. You and 3 and 4 were throwing too much noise there. But I'm going to nominate 10.
10 accepted.
I'm not sure where I'm voting, but it's put some focus over here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fox. Your minute is over. It's now time to cast your vote. From now on, no gesture is allowed. Please remove hands and elbow from the table. The following players are hopefully up for elimination in this order: 4, 2, 3, 5, 1, 10. I repeat: 4, 2, 3, 5, 1, 10. Who would like to vote against player number 4? 1, thank you. Who would like to vote against player number 2? 0, thank you. 1, oh, 1, sorry. Who would like to vote against player number 3? 4, thank you. Who would like to vote against player number 5? 2, thank you. Who would like to vote against player number 1? 0, thank you. Who would like to vote against player number 10? Someone did not vote, so your vote is going towards player number 10. Player number 4, you got the most votes. Your last minute. Player number 3, you got the most votes. Your last minute.
Okay, I'll try to be quick. So against me voted number 4, number 7, number 1, and number 10. So Mafia is amongst these people. You don't need to believe me now, just listen what I'm saying. The point is, if sheriff checked her and she was dark, I will ask check for her, definitely red. There is no other way around. Just listen to me for a second, okay? So now, I leave very strong balance for number 4. So if you want the game to continue, if you don't want to lose 3-3, it's going to be number 4. That's the first thing. 7 never said anything bad against me. 10 never said anything bad against me, but they voted. So my suspicious is it's 10 maybe missed.
10 seconds.
One of those. So it's definitely 4 and one of those 3 guys. Okay, so don't touch any other one, but number 5 is very suspicious. Sheriff, if you
Thank you, Miss Mamba. Your minute is over. Time to go to jail. Night falls upon the city. Good night, everyone. As the city rests, only the vicious Mafia raises their pistol and walks past number. Play number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. Thank you, Mafia. Mafia don't wake up and looks for sheriff. Thank you, Mafia God. Sheriff wakes up and looks for Mafia. Thank you, Sheriff. Wakey, wakey. Bad news, guys. Mafia were precise. Player number 6, you were killed. Your last minute.
Second time being killed second. Currently, I am suspicious of 5. I was still suspicious of 3. The logic, I understand where she's coming from, but the logic was not sound because that is could be an advanced Mafia. It could be to get. What do I feel about 7? I think you're against me, but I think you had some decent analysis. I thought I was a bit cohesive, but it might be jumbled. What do I think about 1? I do not fully trust 1 currently. 4, I have nothing on 4. No. 10 and 2 I can't place. Talk more about everyone else, I will say. That would be helpful for your case. But currently wasn't playing with 5, 7, 8.
10
can't
seconds.
place you. Good luck against the sheriff. Bye bye.
We will start today's discussion with player number 4, Miss Phoenix, a minute.
Okay, guys. If there is a sheriff, I would say that it is a good moment to give us a hint. We're in a critical situation, so what could happen? If we get out of the table the wrong person, that means a red citizen right now, we're gonna lose back again like the last game. We're gonna be 3-3 if she wasn't Mafia. So we're not really sure if she was, but these two definitely were red citizens. So we could have a chance, but we cannot risk it. So if any of you guys are a sheriff and have checks, say it on your speech, the person next to you, somehow. Sorry, I'm gonna nominate player number 5.
Accepted.
Why? Because how quick you just jumped when she was when Chloe was
10
not
seconds.
sure about me, you just jump right away like, yes, he is definitely good. That gives me a really weird vibe, but I don't have a lot of trust because I told him to
Thank
go
you,
for
Miss
3.
Phoenix. Your
So-
minute is over. Miss Reggie, you have 1 minute.
I've always played with you since the start because I felt like everything has changed, you're more enthusiastic about the game. I've always thought you were red. I wasn't too sure about 3, but I couldn't say for sure because you guys were so against each other, and sometimes when she is a red player, she goes really, really against the city. So for me, I'm nominating number 7 just because I have dark vibes since the get-go. There's so much inconsistency in your speech. You say that she is dark and she's all this, she's blah 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 blah, but then you vote for number 3, which I thought was kind of weird. And so you doesn't matter, you can also pick whatever you want to do. So going for number 3 I think was the biggest mistake, whether she was dark or not. Number 4 I think is so red, the reddest on the table. I have changed my opinion about 1
10
as
seconds.
well. And number 10 I don't know why you're so against me, but I'm playing with the city, I play for the city.
Thank you, Miss Reggie. Your minute is over. Mr. Coach, you have 1 minute.
I think I was wrong about 6. I actually think she might have been red. I don't know, she was talking about the sheriff, and it was sort of weird. I didn't really have much sentence structure behind it, but yeah. I actually think 3 was red. I'm very convinced that 5, 4, and 8 are the Mafia. I think we're dire. I don't know whether, I feel like the sheriff may be one of the 2 players, or I don't know. And I feel like they checked me and then they're believing me, which is good. Yeah, I reckon these 2 have set this argument up to make us feel like they're against each other, so that one of them gets voted out and the other one is safe. Last minute throw toward me. Number 5 did nothing to try to convince us to believe that she was red or innocent. She spoke directly to 4. It was all to 4. It felt very
10
much like an
seconds.
act.
I spoke to you
that,
as well.
but that was
Warning,
only to
Miss
accuse
Reggie.
me. Everything that 8 has done has been to ask them to question other players. She
Thank
hasn't
you,
really asked
Mr.
anyone
Coach.
else.
Your minute is over. Mr. Ross, you have 1 minute.
Alrighty, I'd like to nominate player number 10.
Player number 10
Yeah,
accepted.
just keep things open as always. So, like everyone knew from the beginning, team with Miss Mumba, I think she had really good analysis. I think if anyone says she doesn't have analysis, I know Miss Clue, she was a bit she wasn't 100% behind it, but I can understand that, but to me it made sense. And then Miss Mumba, she said, okay, so 4, 7, 1, and I think 10. I think you voted against Miss Mumba, so that's why I nominate you, because you've been in the corner, we haven't heard a lot from you. And I think it's probably a wise move if player number 1 and player number 2 can give some sort of analysis as to what they think of number 10. Because as it is at the moment, I'm sort of very much between player number 10 and 4 and 5.
10 seconds.
I just don't know. Like you seem a lot more legitimate than what Miss Mumble was giving you Yeah, I'm gonna vote for 10 because I'm trying to.
Go for 7.
Okay.
Second warning, Miss Reggie, and
You're on a
your
show,
minute is
so you
over.
go
Second,
here now and then
second
you
warning, Miss Phoenix. If you keep going, you are out. Oh no, you're not out, but you can't speak. So you know, same thing. 8. So wait, Reggie, Phoenix, both have the warning. Please stop. Your minute, Mr. Ghost.
You've gotten redder for me after your speech. You're still pretty red for me. You said that me and 5 were the most red on the table or something, and then you voted for 5? Ah, okay. And then your thing was all defensive, didn't analyse anyone else. I'm going to probably vote for 5 this round unless something comes up over here. Unsure still, pass.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ghost. Mr. Fox, 1 minute.
So out of the new players, 10, I'm changing my tune on you a little bit. While I was quite dark on you, I think your alignment with our team at the moment is good. 2, you seem too put together. I didn't really, it'll be fun to play with you because it seems very political, but you're not giving much away. I'm going to support the nomination on 5 because for me, 4 and 7, so far, I know we're critical, so I'm willing to trust you guys not to screw us. But both of you have displayed only red vibes for me. And then 5, I'm sorry, I've been playing with you a little bit, but I don't know. Compared to 4 and 7, I think there's some holes in your argument. I've been a bit too focused on the new players, honestly, but they've not given me
10
anything.
seconds.
So 10, please, don't just be them. 7's good. 7, I said in the second round speech that 10,
Thank
7.
you very much, Mr. Fox. Your minute is over. We will end today's discussion with player number 2. Mr. Bell, your minute.
Well, first off, I am the sheriff, so I can confirm number 7 is indeed red. So was number 6. I'm going to allocate for number 5 to be voted. Is that what's
5 is supported.
Okay. But I don't know, is this...
I'll take another warning.
Well, on the warning, that's 3 warning, Miss
And I'll
Reggie.
take another one.
Well, Miss Reggie is out of the table. Thank you. Do we still vote? Can someone call Mama? No? We
She's
don't?
at the kiosk, doing kiosk things.
Oh,
Don't have to.
we don't have to vote? Okay. Is that how that works?
When you do another vote,
Oh,
and
can someone call artist type break time artist or?
Do you know something? So,
Do
she
you-
was
I-
up for
I-
nomination and another player, but she just get kicked out of the table. We still doing them voting part?
No.
No?
So if it deleted, no way. Just no.
Okay. Well, sorry. Do you want to finish your speech? No? Okay, cool. Sorry guys, that was very unusual. You don't speak. No, you don't speak. I don't care. Night falls upon the city. Let me pick another song. Oh, it's coming. Under the cover of the night, only the vicious mafia raises their pistols and walks past number. Play number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. Thank you, Mafia. Mafia that wakes up and looks for Sherry. Thank you, Mafia God. Sherry wakes up and looks for Mafia. Thank you, Sherry. It's time to wake up. Not a lot of surprise here. Play number 2, you were killed. Your last minute.
Number 4 is indeed. So, damn. I just don't know enough about get analytical.
Who was
Warning, Miss Phoenix.
Can
you're
I
not
finish
gonna
the
talk.
sentence?
No.
God damn, I suck at this. Yeah, I'll just pass.
Thank you very much. Please leave the table. And you're going in your coffin. Goodbye. We start today's discussion with play number 4. Oh, she does not speak. Do you want to nominate anyone? One accepted. Play number 7, your minute.
Based on feeling, I'm pretty sure that 8 is Mafia. Just the way that he's now still questioning whether or not I was red and whether I was checked when it was already said twice before that I was. Also, everything that he said has been designed to have the other people that I think are Mafia crochet specific ways or say that they were good and they were red. So I'm pretty confident that 8 is. I just don't know whether 1 or 10 is as well. I'm interested. I'm going to listen to what you say. I'm going to nominate 8.
8 accepted.
Listen to what you say, and then I'll choose whether to vote for 1 or 8. Number 10, if you're Mafia, I'm happy for you to win. So I'm going to put you more red at the moment because new player would be cool if you win as Mafia. I'd be sad obviously. And then number 1, I'll hear what you have to say. At the moment, you're a teetering edge of the other Mafia. If there is a second
10
one.
seconds.
But we'll get rid of 8, I reckon, first, and then see what happens. Pass.
Thank you very much, Mr. Crouch. Mr. Ross, your minute.
Okay, I nominate play number 10.
10 accepted.
4, 7, and to your point about why I was double checking, because I wanted to make sure that 4, 7, and they were both checked, right? Both red. I wanted to make sure. So that leaves 3 potential Mafia, right? Well, it has to be 2, right? Because if there was 3, then the game would be over, right? So I've been very straight up from the beginning. I've had a consistent story. I don't think I've really diverged. I've gone over everyone. And this whole time, we've never really heard any straight or honest analysis from play number 10. I understand that he's new, but a little bit, yeah, okay, it was. But, you know, it's usually that saying about farts where the silent ones are deadly. I feel that's the case with play number 10. And I think it's at this stage of the game,
10
it's really
seconds.
important that we vote together as City. We vote for play number 10, and yeah, what more can I say? I think we've got to vote 10. Pass.
Thank you, Mr. Ross. Mr. Ghost, you have 1 minute.
Yeah, I still. I'm gonna go by feeling. And also, I'm just gonna mention that you've been in my blind spot most of the time. Just throwing that out there. But I'd like to hear what you have to say, and that will probably make up my mind. Pass.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ghost. Mr. Fox, we're going to end today's discussion with play number 1. Mr. Fox, your last minute.
I never said I was sheriff. I did not. When did I tell you I was sheriff? I never claimed I was sheriff. I decided to work with 2, and ultimately I never got checked. Yeah, so last round when I said I was against 2, but got supporting 10, that was me second questioning the fact that I was supporting him. Anyway, there's currently 2 nominations, 8 and 10. At the moment, I think I'm supporting the nomination on 10.
10 supported.
But if the vote's for 8, then there's no point splitting the vote. I think both of them are highly likely sheriff, highly likely dark.
10 seconds.
4, I wasn't pretending to be sheriff. A miscommunication. I was not pretending to be sheriff, but I wasn't sure about 2, and then he revealed. So
Thank you very much, Mr. Fox. Your minute is over. I said 10 seconds.
You could have been questioning number 2.
Morning, Mr. Ross. I keep forgetting your name. Okay, it's time to cast your vote. From now, no gesture is allowed. Please remove your hands and elbows from the table. 3 players are up for elimination in this exact order. 1, 8, 10. I repeat, 1, 8, 10. Who would like to vote against play number 1? 3, thank you. Who would like to vote against play number 8? 1, thank you. Who would like to vote against play number 10? 1, thank you. Player number 1, you got the most votes, your last minute.
What? Who do I think is dark? At the moment, I'm still unsure on 8, but I said 10 was dark to begin with, and then I backpedaled on that, and then I was wrong about 2. So I have to assume that 10's been sitting there the whole time trying to play it cool. I thought 2 was playing it cool by not being too articulate and kind of keeping to himself, but obviously his first time playing Sheriff and he's trying to not reveal too much information. So the fact that, why do I think 8? Because the fact that 7 has been completely red for me, and these two are butting heads so much, I was focused on the fact that 6 was good and 5 was definitely Mafia, and so 8 has not been on my radar. But the fact that you're so against 7 in that, and while I align with you on the fact that I think 10's iffy, I'm thinking you might just be trying to get
10 seconds.
the less organised, the less experienced Mafia off the table to save yourself. So obviously I'm out, good luck, we can still win City.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fox. You're going behind the bars. Time falls upon the city. Good night. What do we play? Maybe next as the city rents, Brazilian Vicious Mafia raises their pistols and walks past number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. Thank you, Mafia. Mafia then wakes up and looks for Sheriff. Thank you, dog. Sheriff wakes up and looks for Mafia. Thank you, Sheriff. Wakey. Bad news. Mafia were precise and play number 4.
I knew
You
it.
were
Of
killed.
course, I knew it.
Your last minute.
I don't know how to process all of this. Okay, so there should be one Mafia player. So listen to each other's speeches. Get any little tiny thing that you can get from the speeches. I was trusting you, but now I'm not sure of any one of you. Sorry. Yeah, I got what you have been saying, but you guys have been against each other. You've been so hard against them, which it's a little bit weird. He said that you were check, that I was check, so kind of makes sense that you're the only red player, but at the same time, I didn't kill you. But I couldn't do
10
anything.
seconds.
Listen what they have to say. A good option could be each of you get nominated, the 3 of you, and see what happens, but make sure.
Thank you very much, Miss Phoenix. Your minute is over. Please leave the table and go into your cafe for your last rest. Applause. Thank you. And we start the discussion with player number 7, Mr. Coach. Your minute.
I was really hoping that I would get killed so I didn't have to make the final decision. I don't want this to be on me. We'll start with the nomination. I've nominated 8 every time, so I'm going to nominate 10. And just mix it up. I'm hoping that everyone gets nominated, and then we figure it out. Obviously, it's one of you two. I don't know who. Again, it would be cool if 10's Mafia only wins. 8 seems to have supported the other people who I think were Mafia a lot. I think that somebody mentioned about you always being against me, but that might have just been retaliatory because I was pretty aggressive toward you a couple of times. So I'm going to keep you both level, listen to what you say. I urge you to use your full minute, and then I'll vote for who I think, and I assume we'll vote for each other. Mafia might vote for me. If anybody votes for me, then it's clear that they either don't know what they're doing or not. I guess we'll let me play it. So
10 seconds.
Pass. Interested to hear what you say.
Thank you very much, Mr. Coach. Mr. Ross, your minute.
Alright, I'd like to take the initiative and nominate myself, player number 8, because we need to keep the nominations open. It's between us two. The sheriff, there's only one sheriff that revealed. We know that you're red. So it's between us two. Who looks more trustworthy? Like I said previously, I've been pretty consistent. There's not really been holes in what I've been saying. Versus, I understand that you're a new player, Mr. Ghost, but Like I find even when I was new, when I was a red player, I found it quite easy to talk about things. Like it's easier to follow the train of logic. You know what I mean? Even if you're only picking up a few things from someone's speech, you still pick up something. But when you're new and you're Mafia, especially if he's like Mafia Don as well, like you're so focused on that and what signals you got to do if you've done like one of those fixed plans or a mobile plan, whatever. It's very hard to
10 seconds.
You know, whereas he hasn't done that, which puts me in the position of voting for you because you're the darkest on the table and I'm City.
Thank you, Mr. Ross. Your minute is over. Mr. Ghost, your minute.
It's clear to me that I'll be voting 8 pass.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ghost. It's time to cast your vote. From now on, no gesture is allowed. Please remove and then table for the table. The following players are up for elimination in this order. 10, 8. I repeat, 10, 8. Who would like to vote against player number 10? 1, thank you. Who would like to vote against player number 8? Well, your vote goes towards the last player, so 2 for number 8. Player number 8, you were killed. Your last minute.
Good game. Pass.
Thank you very much. And I declare the end of the night and the victory of the city.
Hey.
Great job.
Not even voting
so
in the last round. What are you
the
doing?
Mafia, wait, I just have to announce for the video. Mafia was player number 8, player number 5, Mafia Don was player number 1, Sheriff was player number 2.
I fell so hard on that last round. So hard.
Did you do it intentionally or you didn't
I
know?
was going to go 8 anyway, so.